I see I have quite a few children today, and today we're going to talk about something that's creepy and crawling. What do you think that might be? Bugs? No, it's not a bug. Well, a spider. There you go. I even brought a book that shows spiders, so you kind of can see what we're talking about. Now, I was going to bring a live spider, but I forgot it at home. I had it in a jar and everything and just walked out without it. So I had to find a picture instead. I was going to bring you one just like this one here. It's a garden spider. And you've seen them crawling up walls, right? And maybe on the ceiling making their little cobwebs and all that. Well, how do you think a spider can crawl up a wall? Maybe, what? Well, God has given them something very special at the end of their feet. What do you think that might be? You think they got suckers like an octopus does on the end of their feet? They have 8 legs, that's true, but at the end of each leg, they have some tiny hairs that you can't see with your eyes. You have to have a microscope to see them. And they're very, very small. And on these hairs, there are some other hairs that are very small too. Except at the end of those little hairs, there is a sort of like a sail, kind of like what you'd see on a boat. That sort of a sail, maybe not quite as big, but they're small. And they will grasp every little crevice, every little dimple that's in the wall or in the ceiling, and that's how it sticks up there. And how many hairs do you think a spider that's 1/4 of an inch long let me show you 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Right between my fingers. See that? That's 1/4 of an inch. See that? You see that between my fingers? That's 1/4 of an inch. See that? A spider that small, guess how many little flags it has sticking to the walls on its 8 legs? 624,000 little stickers. And that's why it's sticking up there. And that's 724 times more strength than what it actually needs. Why do you think God gave them that much strength in their little feet? It's so they could have enough suction to go anywhere they wanted to go. Do you think God has done something like that for us? Oh, yeah. Yeah, He's given us lots of things. Special, too. Let me get my... I'm going to use this. I hate using mics. You have to hold them. You don't have both of your hands. Okay. Now, this is one of the things that God has given us that we can use. And it's at the end of our fingers. What is it? Fingernails. Look at your fingers. Everybody has fingernails, right? Okay, but now what I want you to do is I want you to pick up a penny, but I don't want you to use your nails. Use the flesh part of your fingers. And I want you to each try and pick one up. No sliding. Just pick it up, straight up. It wasn't easy, was it? It's not really easy just to pick up without using your fingernails. Whoops. Just pick one up. She can't decide whether she wants a shiny one or one that's not so shiny. Okay, now was that kind of harder without nails, using your nails? We can use our nails to pick up a lot of things that are very thin, where if we don't have nails, it's going to get a little more difficult, isn't it? Okay, and there's another thing God gave us that's very special, and it's right above our eyes. What is it? No, our nose isn't above our eyes. What's above our eyes? Everyone has them. Eyebrow, this right here. What do you think God put that on our face for? Well, no, not so we can look up. He put it there for a very special reason. You know, when you're out in the hot sun and you're sweating and everything, and the sweat starts coming down, or maybe it's not sweat, maybe it's rain, and it's coming down and hitting you, those eyebrows help shield your eyes from getting water into your eyes. That sweat will come down, and it will valley around, down to the side of your nose and down, or to the outside of your eye and down. The time you get anything in your eye is when you get old like me, and you lose a lot of your eyebrow. Then you might get some sweat or some rain in your eyes. But that's why God gave us these. Special. We're very, very special, aren't we? Just like the spider. And there's one more thing that he gave us. What do you think that is? It's right underneath our eyes. This one is. No. Under our eyes. Well, between our eyes too, I guess. What's between our eyes and kind of under? Huh? Our nose, right. What do you think God gave us a nose for? To smell. And you know, it takes a lot of things for us to actually smell. A lot of people think you could just use one little thing. And there's a lot of little things going on in there to help you smell things that are sweet and like roses, right, and I love roses. And the things that aren't so sweet, you know. And we smell those things too, don't we? Okay, and those are just 3 of the things that we have that God has given us. You want to pass those out? Give everybody a piece of paper. And what I want you to do, but before I tell you what we're going to do, I want to show you how a spider gets loose from the wall. Do you think he just stuck there all day long? Is he stuck there all day long? No. Okay, now how he gets loose is, and we're going to use this because I couldn't find any Scotch tape, so we're going to use these little stickers. I want you each to pull one off, and watch how you pull it off. That's how a spider loosens himself from the grip that he has on either the wall or the ceiling. Now, see how that came off? It just started at one corner, and you just peel it back, and it just kind of lets go. Okay? See how that goes? That's how a spider, and when you look at those, you can think how wonderful Jesus is to each animal has special things that God has given it. And he has given us a lot of different things too. Now the paper is for you to write a list. Maybe after church you want to listen to what Dakota has to say. But after church, make a list. Look around you and say, what are all the blessings that God has given me? And start writing them down on that piece of paper. You'll be surprised when you really get to looking how much God has given each one of us. Okay, you can go back to your seats.